The case study that I will be discussing about is the Vicente C. Etcuban Jr. petitioner versus Sulpicio Lines Inc. respondent. Here are the facts of the case. Respondent Sulpicio Lines Inc. is a domestic corporation engaged in the business of domestic shipping, and among its fleet of inter-island vessels, there was the MV Surigao Princess plying the Cebu Cagayan de Oro Jagna Bohol route. Vicente Etcuban, the petitioner, was employed by the Sulpicio Lines Inc. dated January 30, 1978 until his dismissal on June 10, 1994 for loss of trust and confidence. And at the time of Vicente Etcuban's dismissal, he was the chief purser of the MV Surigao Princess, and he was receiving a monthly salary of 5,000 pesos. And as the chief purser, Vicente Etcuban handled the funds of the vessel and was the custodian of all passage tickets and bills of lading, meaning it was his responsibility, among other things, to issue passage tickets and to receive payments from the customers of Sulpicio Lines, as well as to issue the corresponding official receipts. Therefore, Mr. Vicente Etcuban was also tasked to disperse or give the salaries of the crewmen of the vessel. On May 1994, the newly designated jefe de viaje of the MV Surigao Princess, in a surprise examination, discovered several yellow passengers duplicate original of yet-to-be sold or unissued passage tickets already contained the amount of 88 pesos, which is the fare for adult passengers for the Cagayan de Oro to Jagna Bohol route. The jefe de viaje noticed that the three other original copies, which made up the full set, did not bear the same impression, although they were supposed to have been prepared at the same time, acting on what appeared to be a strong evidence of shortchanging the company. The jefe de viaje dug deeper on what he uncovered. As expected, he found inordinate amount of ticket issuances for children at half the fare of 44 pesos in voyage 44 of the vessel. The anomaly reached the Sulpicio Lines Inc. It waited for the petitioner to return to Cebu City so that they'll be able to investigate the said issue. The issue was, is Mr. Vicente Etcuban should be held liable for the anomalies in the passage tickets? Did he actually lose trust and confidence thereafter the years he have worked for the Sulpicio Lines? And did he deserve to have back wages or separation pay? So the ruling for this case was, yes, Mr. Vicente Etcuban should be held liable for all the tickets that he is handling, for it is his duty as a chief purser of the MV Surigao Princess. Even though he is not the only one who is handling the tickets, he still should be liable for it. Also, what matters is not the amount involved, be it paltry or gargantuan, rather than fraudulent scheme in which the petitioner was involved, which constitutes a clear betrayal of trust and confidence. And in fact, there are indications that this fraudulent act had been done before and probably would have committed or continued had it not been discovered.